I'm Breanna Gross, and I got next.
You next up, and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking it, you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rise and star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break the sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Hey, SLT Nation, welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You Got Next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. Real people, real conversations, real stories with amazing human beings doing phenomenal things and accomplishing big dreams. And Kevin, it's time for us to pick up our ships, our poles, and move all of our stuff to the DMV area. They have done nothing but shown us love since day one when Kevin and I started on this mission. I think this got to be like number 8 or 9, Kevin. I mean, DMV, we love y'all, baby. Let's go. With today, I don't want to gross y'all out or nothing, but we got a beast in the building. Basketball coach on both sides, right? The women and the men. Go look at the Coppin State website. Y'all gonna see it in almost all of your book pictures. We got Breanna Gross in the building. Breanna, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Hey, if Kevin can beat you, if Kevin can score 5 points on you, can we call you Bree? Can we call you Bree?
Yeah.
Kevin, can you get 5 points on him?
You just want me to get 5? I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I don't want no smoke.
SLT Nation, I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones. I'm rocking alongside of my co-host, my colleague, the head coach, KT. Kev, how you feeling today, man? You already kind of got a little spring in your step. You know, summer vacation been good, which is looking good on you so far.
Well, you know, B. Jones, at my age, I got a good nap before this show. So, man, I should have plenty of energy. So let's go, dude.
It's like 4 in the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All right, with that being said, check this out. If this is your first time watching the show, we want to tell you how much we appreciate it. We know that the world is saturated with sports shows and talk shows and podcasts, but you chose to give us a chance, and we promise we won't let you down. We do have to ask a small little favor of you. The cost of admission, it won't cost you a penny of real life, but it will cost you a little click equity. Kevin and I, we're trying to keep this amazing growth of 2022 going, and we need you to show us some love and support. So if you like what we're doing, smash that subscribe button, and on the count of 3, DMV, we want y'all to show us some love. Can y'all do it? Breanna, can your people do it? Bree buckets? Yeah. Can they do that for me?
DMV always holding it down. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Kevin, I'm moving. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right. Welcome to the family. Come get some love from your uncle, the mouth of the South, B. Jones. Listen, if you did smash that subscribe button, we got over 180 episodes of Sports Life Talks. You Got Next, coaches, Olympians, track stars. It don't matter. Content creators, the list is bananas. Go check it out because we got D1 athletes in that thing too, and NFL players. So, hey, listen, it's a little something enough for everybody, but today you came here to talk about the phenom. Yeah, y'all see it below us. Y'all see the recruiting coordinator, the DOBO, the all everything Coppin State, and yeah, look at that. Kevin, you see the jersey back there?
Yeah, I see it, man.
The Jewels of Maryland. All right, Breanna, are you prepared for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
Go.
All right, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Top 5. All right, Jay-Z. Boosie.
Say that again, Boosie?
Yeah, Boosie.
Wipe me down. Yeah. All right. Now, you know where Boosie from now. You know where Boosie from. He from Louisiana. You know that, right?
That's where my people's from.
Get her through the initiation so I can talk to my kinfolk, Kevin. Yeah. So I can talk to my kinfolk.
Yeah.
All right, Jay-Z, Boosie, of course, Beyonce, Megan, And I'm gonna do a little old school. I really love TLC.
I like TLC. That's a new one. I got to come up with a sound effect for somebody to do something new. That's a new one. I don't think we've ever got a TLC before, ever, Kevin?
I don't think so, but man, they should be in somebody's top 5. That's ridiculous.
2 years in the game, and you the first person that said TLC. That's special.
All right, so give us some of your favorite sports teams.
I'm a Celtics fan. I know I'm from that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Wait a minute now, Bree. You know you my folks. You from the boot, but you a new Celtics fan or you grew up a Celtics fan?
No, this go back from like Kevin Garnett.
Okay, all right.
Back then, Rondo.
Okay, all right. When you start dropping that kind of names, I'm gonna give you a street cred. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the squad right there. So I know, but I'm hometown hero, so I support everybody from back home. But that's the squad right there.
All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
Spider-Man. Always been relatable, round the block kid trying to do something good. Same thing for me, round the way kid trying to do something good, get back to the community. That's where I came. So.
Kevin is a Batman guy, but he shows incredible love to Spider-Man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. If I ever get in trouble in the streets of New York, please don't let Spider-Man go. Spider-Man seems like he creates more problems. I don't want his help. I'm gonna be honest with you. Call Daredevil for me.
Daredevil.
I know that. But people end up dealing with Daredevil. Get Spider-Man. All right, Gwen Stacy. Since every superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Set It Off by Boosie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, B. Jones. Let me hear him get you through this so you can talk about this Boosie. All right, so on behalf of the SLT Nation, we want to welcome you into the SLT family. So B. Jones, take it away.
Cousin, kinfolk, man, what part of the boot your people from? What part of the South you people from?
Baton Rouge.
No way.
Yes,
the big raggedy, red stick? Oh my goodness. When y'all moved up north?
Oh, but that's a long story. But
okay.
My dad was raised in North Carolina.
Okay. So that's how you got to Saratsville? Being Clinton. All right. Well, since we talking about that, because you might still got a little of that mud in you. You know that Red River, that Louisiana.
That Creole run heavy. Yeah,
I can see it in your skin tone. I wasn't gonna say nothing. But we.
Okay, B.J., we move on from Louisiana, man. You killing me, man.
I'm enjoying myself, man. Again, Smiley, why don't you just sit back and just simmer in this right now?
My skin is itching talking about all this Louisiana. But,
when she toasts you 12-5, I don't want you crying on him, man. All right, so
7. All
right, Bree. So when'd you start hooping?
Oh, that's like 5-6 years old. Pee-wee, only girl on the boys team.
Well, we're going to have to talk about that. It seems like that's been the theme of your whole life. The only girl on the boys team. You seem like you've always approached things from that nature of being an outsider, trying to get in some places and being a trendsetter.
Yeah, I mean, but around here, all you do is hoop around guys, or hoop with the guys. So, it's kind of a norm for real. So that's why we so tough. The girls from DMV be tough.
The girls from the DMV be tough.
Before you say something, can I mention something about the women in the DMV?
Yes, you can, sir.
If you go to our YouTube page and watch our You Got Next series, the one from the DMV, you will not be disappointed. I'm just going to tell y'all like that. Please go check them out.
I know that's right.
Good. Yes, that's why we probably won't be safe up there, man.
I know. I'm trying to tell you. They going to let us off the hook up there. They can't tell you. And the crabs is amazing too. All right, but Bree, let's get back on this basketball thing. So when did you realize that you were special with it though? I mean, I know you came up playing against the boys, but when did you realize that hey, it's something different about me, and that you were able to take it to that next gear when you need to, and went on to win a championship? I mean, you got a ring over there somewhere. So I mean,
yeah, I do. That's crazy. Yeah, I do. Shoot, I want to say around middle school, we won a championship, and I don't know. I always had taken it serious, but I played soccer and softball, and I was just always into sports. But I think I took it serious around middle school when it started mattering, and then I started getting letters from colleges and stuff, and they were coming up to my games, and I was like, what? And then when I saw Georgetown, you know, Allen Iverson went to Georgetown. I'm like, the school that Allen Iverson went is looking at me. Oh shoot! And then from there I took it serious. I just like if playing basketball and I'm having fun and that's what it's doing for me, then let me keep going.
And you got the opportunity to play collegiately. You went to some JUCOs, right? Or some community colleges, and then you took it to some JUCOs, and you kind of got it out the mud everywhere you went. Tell us a little bit about your hooping career on that collegiate level.
Oh, yeah. So I ended up in Kansas due to my junior year. I tore my ACL. Yeah. It was down to Drexel and Memphis University. Those are my two top picks. I was at a Nike Nationals in Michigan and tore my ACL. Kept trying to play. I toughed it out. I played too, but you know, bad news.
I always wonder what happened to somebody tried to play on them ACLs, because you see them, and I've seen like people like literally run off, and then they be like, "Oh, they tore their ACL." So
yeah, I mean, for me, like when I initially did it, it didn't hurt. I just thought like maybe I hyperextended it or something, so I just kept playing, but I ain't had no lateral movement. And I didn't know that till this girl made a move and I couldn't go the way she went. She thought she crossed me up, but nah. You know,
I was injured, boo-boo.
I was wrapped up about 4 times. You ain't So
the only way you gonna cross me over is with an ACL, Cal. How about that?
Right. So I ended up in Kansas and Garden City, in the middle of nowhere. Got back on track. Had an opportunity to go to UTEP, but tweaked it again. Ew. Came home for the summertime, tore it again. So I ended up in the PSAC Division II at Slippery Rock, and that's how I finished out my career.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with Slippery Rock. You got it how you got it. I mean, you play ball. I'm gonna tell you this: 99% of the people watching this show right now ain't play collegiate ball at any level. So you did it at one of the highest levels in the world. So hey, that's shout out to you. So but with that being said, there came a point when you was getting buckets, but then you also say, "I want to make an impact." And what made you decide to turn the page and go into coaching?
Oh, it's a funny story, and this is so true. I wasn't thinking about getting into coaching. I was very selfish. I wanted to keep playing basketball. I had dreams. I was going to be first girl in the WNBA on CoverGirl, lip gloss popping, everything. But it didn't work out like that. And one of my old high school coaches from Riverdale Baptist was like, "I need some help. You should come help me coach." And I was like, "Girl, I ain't trying to coach them. I want to play." Like, what? Yeah. And so I went through that whole experience, and we were at the Title IX, which is a big high school tournament down here in the DMV. They hold it down at the DC Armory, I believe that's where it's at. And she got in car trouble, and it was up to me to coach the team. And I was like, "She did what?" And I'm down there with my dad, and she's like, "I can't make it. The game's in 20 minutes. I'm looking at my dad. He goes, "Well, it's time to go." And I'm like, "I'm not ready." I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And so, but the girls are looking at me like, what you gonna do? So man, I got the board, I sat down, I was looking, and then I was coaching against a coach that I played against. So I'm like, oh man, he gonna tear me a new one. And I just ran the red play that I ran in college, and we ended up winning the game.
Y'all won the game. Yeah. Your first coach, that's like out of a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I swear, that's a script.
And then we won the second game. And I was like, oh, this is a little easier than I thought it was, because I literally just ran the sets that my coach ran for me in Kansas, like in college. I mean, I didn't put no thought to it. I'm like, okay, she can shoot. Let's run red. They followed it.
Yeah.
They followed it to a T, and we ended up winning. And then the next game won again. And I was like,
I mean, them girls was out there like, "What's red again? Portia, what's red again? You just shoot it, girl. I'm going to throw it to you. You just shoot it." That's it, coach.
I was like, just come through the screen. Y'all stop. Don't let nobody through. And it worked. And she shot, and then she looked at me. I was like, okay, yeah, good job. Mm-hmm. So, all
right. So now you had some early success. Was this the birth of the Maryland Jewels? Tell us what, how did the Maryland Jewels come about?
So the Maryland Jewels is ran by my homegirl, Shannon. She is actually the CEO and owner of the team. They're about 5 years old. They had actually asked me a couple years ago, but I was working under Coppin State women's program. So coaching a semi-pro team and coaching college is kind of a conflict of interest for real.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you got AAU, women's semi-pro,
high school, AAU, semi-pro,
and college.
Yeah.
And you coaching all of this in 1 year? Like, I mean, you doing all of this pretty much in rotation?
It was fast track. Like, I started out high school, then jumped to team takeover, which is big out here, AAU organization. Left team takeover, went to Fairfax Stars, which is another high-profile EYBL team. Then jumped into JUCO. I coached for CCBC, Maryland JUCO. Then left JUCO, got an opportunity to coach on the women's side at Coppin State. Did really well there, finished my master's, and now I'm under the leadership of Juan Dixon.
And we got to talk about Juan Dixon. Kevin, do you know I almost called you up and high-fived you when I read her bio? When I say Juan Dixon, I said, that name is familiar. I said, man, I know she ain't talking about Juan Dixon from Maryland.
Great.
Yeah. I say the Final Four Juan Dixon went out there and gave him the blues.
The national champion Juan Dixon.
And that's why I said national champion, Terrapin. And come to find out, that's who. So tell us what it's like working with Coach Dixon.
He's amazing. I mean, to kind of like knuckle down. I'm the only female coach in the MEAC right now. Going to that, like at the MEAC tournament, the teams we played, I was the only woman at the top of the bench. So,
have you digested that though? Has that really sunk in on you?
Oh, it's hitting. It is hitting. Some of the coaches were hitting me up like, you held it down for the females. I'm like, thanks, because I mean, I was a lone wolf out there for real. I mean, we had our managers and stuff, but I was at the top of the bench looking down like, yeah, we're gonna beat y'all. Like, it was a great experience, and I'm so appreciative and humble of him to, like go against the grain and add me to the staff and really take my input and really help me and mold me and help me with my master's program, and then to put me in a position to actually get my fame shown. Like, no, you're gonna sit at the top of the bench, like, because you holding us down. Like, you're the director of this whole thing, like from the way that we dressed and how we did things. Like, yeah, so I'm appreciative of him. He's a humble, great guy. Like, he's awesome to work with.
Let's get in the mind of Bree Gross here. Bree Buckets, right? So let's talk a little bit about this wanting to coach, because we see it with Christy Tolliver, we see it with Teresa Weatherspoon, Becky Hammonds. There's a handful of women. I mean, when I tell you a handful, I mean, you see some people out there with their six pinky. That's probably where you go get when you start talking about women coaching in the men's game. And then we got one of them on the microphone right now. Like, how did you adapt and want this type of opportunity? How did you prepare yourself emotionally and physically to go into a room with people who are playing a game that, you play basketball, but not men's basketball? Was there any insecurities? I mean, tell us mentally what that whole process was like.
At first, I was raised by my dad. So that and he's a sports fanatic. I mean, he's the reason I even started sports. So it was just like going there. I just had to go in there confident. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, and y'all gonna know what I'm talking about too. At first I was nervous, so I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my gosh, NBA, college. All right. I'm college too though, So, And for me, it was like, I don't know, this may sound crazy, but I was like, I'm taller than a couple of them. So I was like, yeah, I got y'all.
That's all on you, Bree. That's all on you.
5'9".
Okay.
For a girl, I'm tight tall.
Yeah, you tall for a girl. Okay.
So, it was kind of nervous I was kind of nervous at first, but I mean, it's just the same thing as the women. Like, you're just trying to make them better, trying to get them to see past right now and for the future. Like, like everything we do now is going to help you once you leave this institution. So it just came back. I just went back into my teacher roots and went back into, like, you're no different than the young women that I was coaching. You're just young men. Like, it's the same. Look, we run the same plays. You call it red, we call it blue. Same thing. Right. So it ain't no different. Yeah.
That's right.
We both got 5 players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was really no different. I just had to have a lot of confidence in myself. Like,
Now, I threw out some names, right? I threw out some of the female coaches that coach men that I knew about. Do you have any influences, any people that you look up to that really mean a lot to you that you like, hey, I like to follow the path of, I don't know, Teresa Weatherspoon or somebody? Has any of those names come across your mind? Or?
Well, actually, she actually coaches at Loyola, Maryland. And she's like right in the back door. Her name is Tiny Adams. She was a superstar at Morgan State University. And she allowed me to talk to her and get some insight because she'd been holding it down over there, like the only female. And to see her do it, it was like, okay, I can do this too. Like, because it's right here. Like, you're reachable. Not saying that everyone else isn't, because they're the goal. But to know that I have someone right here that I can talk to and that's been there, it was really helpful for me.
Well, on that side of you got Tiny Adams coaching you, mentoring you, showing you the way. But on the other side of you got somebody who's looking at you for coaching and mentoring, and you doing all of this coaching everybody else, and you got a family. Don't you got a little one? You a single parent trying to do all this coaching. Tell us what that journey is like, and how difficult is it to manage a day and go through that whole process?
Oh man, I constantly battle. Yeah, I do. I got a 5-year-old. Her name is Mariah Rose. She looked about 7. She tall as I don't know what.
A future
5. Yeah, I hope so. The other day she's like, "Mom, I'm gonna play basketball when I get older." I was like, "Okay, baby steps are still movement." Because right
now you walk in another room and you start crying, and I gotta teach this baby.
I was sitting there like, "Okay, let's go get some pennies and some cones, and we're gonna do this." But at first it was hard. Because I was also in school too, getting my master's degree. So, like trying to find that balance was kind of hard. But with that being said, Coppin State in the men's program and the women's program too, when I was with them, they were very supportive of that. Like they would let me bring her to practice and she could sit on the bench. And some of the players, like, she's like, "Oh, those are my brothers," because like they playing around with her. Like it was such a family dynamic. And then sometimes the coaches would bring their kids so that, it took the pressure off of me. And I was really appreciative of how inclusive they made everything feel, and understanding like that I am getting my education and I am working and I am a single parent. Like they stepped in big time for me, and I'm just grateful.
Well, B. Jones, I haven't asked this question in a long time, and you've already gave it away that she's single. So, Coach, in your DMs right now, how many blue check athletes have tried to get at you?
I got a couple in there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got a couple in there, and I'm saying that humbly. I do.
That's because you Creole. That's that voodoo. That's that voodoo.
I got a couple in there. Yeah, I don't know how they found their way up in there, but they in there. So
believe me, when you look a certain way, they will get in your DM. So I'm going to ask you this question: what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Discipline. To be able to, like, I'm getting my PhD right now, and coaching and commuting and doing the semi-pro thing. Discipline is the biggest thing that I've taken away from basketball, because I had to be disciplined and making myself better and holding myself accountable and making the right decisions. And, oh man, I want to go to that skate party, but we got a game at 8:00. Oh man, what I'm going to do? So discipline, and it's carried, 30 years old, and I'll tell you in a heartbeat is discipline. So
B. Jones, are you ready, sir?
Well, hold on, Kevin, because you talked about she's single, but what you didn't tell SLT Nation and our family members is that she know how to burn. She can cook too. Tell us about this Food Network. I thought you was going to show us some love with the Food Network, but you can do something with some pots and pans?
I love Food Network. I watch it all the time, and I take recipes from there, and I act like I'm on Food Network in my own kitchen. Yeah, I can grill, bake, cook, everything. I love cooking. And the thing is, I won't even eat my own food. I'll cook for everybody else, just make sure they like it and they happy and they like, I want some more. So, yeah.
Kevin, you just added 7 more blue checks to her DM.
Yo, B. Jones, shoot, we definitely got to get down there, man. I'm trying to eat.
We on our way.
Y'all let me know, and I am cool with everybody here in the DMV. I can get y'all some good food, good spot, good menu, everything. Just let me know. I
We
got
coming.
Hide your aunties because we on our way.
Buckle up. Buckle up. The mouth is going north. All right. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the championship rounds. Bree, this is the part of the show where Kevin and I, we turn on each other, and you are now officially calling all the shots. All right. Have you ever played a game called Would You Rather?
Yes.
All right, so the rules are very simple. Kevin and I will both present an option. You select one of those options, which is most applicable to your life, right? Your selection. That host will gain a point. The first host to gain 2 points, or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And Bree, we don't take this lightly. Now, I will say this, though. I have won the last 2 games.
Oh.
So I'm feeling really bullish right now. I feel like, I don't know, I need to have on that comp. I need, what Juan Dixon that way you need him? Because I feel like a Juan Dixon champion right now in the Final Four. I'm heating up. That's what I'm feeling right now, Bree. All right, here we go. Are you ready? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, round number 1. Would you rather have an award named after you, the Bree Gross, for a single mom, achieving big things, coaching at all kind of levels, coming out of Roxville, or some nice, something nice like that? Or
would you rather have a shoe made by Nike named after you and the proceeds go to a scholarship named in your honor?
The shoe. I would do the shoe.
Yeah,
I would too. I would too.
Those Air Breeze, yeah, I would love to get those in Coppin State color. All right, so
I heard the color fade on them. Look, no, I'm just messing with you, Bree. I'm just messing with you. You probably gonna get that Adidas scholarship though, that Adidas sponsorship. I don't know who's with your teams right now. Who y'all wear right now?
Well, the Maryland Jewels, we looking for some sponsorship. We doing some big things this year. We won our first game, so by like 52 points. So
against who? The Jesuit School of the Blind.
We played the Virginia Patriots. So
damn, Patriots.
Yeah. But we are sponsored by Wilson Basketball, though.
Okay.
So,
hey, I like Wilson Basketball too. All right, here we go. Round number 2.
All right, would you rather? Sorry, B. Jones. You host your own cooking show where athletes and celebrities share their favorite places to eat in their hometown. Or
all right, host a YouTube basketball pickup series where you get to interview professional athletes while playing at the gym that they grew up playing in. So you get to play like Kevin Durant in his hometown gym in a game of one-on-one while you interview him.
I'd rather do the gym interview because I know professional athletes, their diet is awful. So.
I didn't see that one coming, B. Jones.
I did. Because
around 3.
You true people want to be in the gym, Kevin.
But true people that can cook. So athletes want to
cook. But that's personal. That's personal. It's business. This is business, sir.
So it would have been business too, B. Jones. We're going to round 3.
It's Bree buckets. All right, here we go. Round number 3, the final round. And glory to be found. Here we go. Bree buckets. Would you rather coach a player at any level, right? Could be an AAU, could have been semi-pro. They go on to become a coach, win a ring, and they say they couldn't have done it without you. Or
coach a player that became a Hall of Famer and gives you credit for their success.
I think coach a player that becomes a coach.
And that makes 3 in a row. I'm like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson in this thing. I'm dropping 3.
I want you to knock yourself unconscious. How about that?
Because the belt's so heavy, Kevin. I didn't know when I stole this from you. I didn't realize it was gonna be so heavy. So I just can't pick it up like that. I gotta get used to it, sir. I gotta get used to carrying it around. That's all that is.
Coach, you do realize I'm the one that reached out to you, right?
No, I'm sorry.
The bell,
if it needs anything, I took some time to truly think about it. I just didn't answer it,
Yeah, Coach, whatever. Listen, B. Jones.
You stay here one more week. She gonna be here one more week, Kevin.
No, man, I'm trying to knock you off. Golly. I thought I had you with that second question, too.
That was a comeback win, by the way. You stole round 1, but I came back to win the next 2. Ain't that how we do it, Bree? We get it out the mud because we from Louisiana. All right, Bree. Well, the title of the show is You Got Next. And everybody want to know. We all got a future. Some just have a little bit more to look forward to than others, right? Tell us what your future holds.
My future is I want to be the next women's head coach at Georgetown University.
That's so specific.
Yeah.
I like that though. I like that. So when you make it, we definitely gonna have you back. But why Georgetown? Why Georgetown? I know you mentioned AI earlier. What's up with the Georgetown thing?
I just love that school. I love where it's located. It's in the backyard. It's surrounded by so much talent, so much history, and legends went there. And in the backyard, it's like, why not keep getting legends from the backyard and helping them stay here, and so their family can see them and they continue to, spread the word about the DMV. And that's all I want to do.
And you want to coach the men's program?
The women.
Oh, the women's program. Okay. Okay.
You trying to get Patrick Ewing fired or something?
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say hopefully Patrick Ewing will be the athletic director or something. Cause
I'm hoping, because I'm gunning for that job. I'm waiting patiently. So
you ever talk to anybody in Georgetown just to kind of say, hey, let's link up, put me in touch with some people?
No, I've signed up for some coaching clinics, but it's real competitive. You coach at a D1 school, they're like, nah, you ain't coming up in here stealing my thing. So
yeah.
But I get it. I'm gonna be up in there one day. So
all right, Coach. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yes, I do. I want to shout out my GM, Shannon. I want to shout out Melanie Page for the Can't Retire From This documentary that she's putting together for all the female hoopers in the DMV. Which I'm a part of too. So I told her I'm going to definitely show love. Coach Dixon, Coppin State University, the Maryland Jewels, my daughter, my family, and you guys. Thank you.
Hey, first off, welcome, but I got to learn more about this. What is that? Can't
retire from this.
Can't retire from this. That's fire, KT.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a couple of those hoodies though, Coach.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I got y'all.
Try to get some Jordan.
It's going to be big time. We got Nikki Teasley in there.
Okay.
Got some hoopers up in there for real.
That's what's up. The DMV for the pop.
Yeah. You know how Something in the Water was K Durant and them? They did that. Yeah, that's the female version.
All right.
Oh, definitely looking forward to that. All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story, and I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you giving your game ball to?
Melanie Page, right here. She doing something special for all the hoopers and all the silent hoopers too that didn't get their name out there but are making big impacts and coaching and giving back to the community too. So
I wanted you to say that name so bad.
I did too.
I was like, please let her nominate this person because we have got to learn more about this documentary. Paige, you are on the clock for Coach Gross. You are the real deal. You're authentic. You're smart. You're sharp. Your smile can light up a room. I love everything about what you're doing, and you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation, we have done it again. I don't know how you can sit here and not enjoy these shows and be smiling from ear to ear like Coach Gross, but I know I'm excited. If you enjoyed that show as much as KT and I did, please, please, please smash that subscribe button. And when you do that, hit the like button. Share this with somebody because somebody need to hear this story of this powerful Nubian queen down here doing this below. And leave us some comments and tell us how you feel about the show and what you think about Coach Gross. Think about me winning the belt one more again or her top 5. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought she had a legendary top 5 with TLC. I had a bunch of TLC references in my mind. I was going to tell Kevin, don't chase waterfalls.
Yeah, whatever.
A quick reaping. Because he is a scrub. All right, but anyway, Kevin and I, we go live Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We stream on YouTube as well as Twitter. So please come and interact with us. Come hang out with us Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We talk about sports, relationships, sneakers. It don't matter. It's a fun time. We got 2 other hosts, and me and Kev, we just wild out, and it's very engaging. So we know we would love to have you. And don't forget, it's an opportunity if you want to get a You Got Next t-shirt with the dopest logo in the DMV area. Hey, go to our IG page, like and subscribe to @SportsLifeTalk. Tag in 5 friends. We're going to send you over some free merch because that's how me and Kev do it. We all about giving it back to the community because we love y'all so much and we can't do this without y'all. Kev, what am I missing, man? What am I missing, dude?
Well, B. Jones, let them know that we're not too proud to beg, so we really need for y'all to subscribe. We need y'all to subscribe. Show us that love. DMV has showed us so much love. And Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us.
Kevin, how many hours are we away? Because we real close to hitting a milestone. We real close to, if we get, I don't know, how many hours you said it was?
And we got 2,000 hours left.
That's not that much.
It's not that much. But hey,
not that much.
With your help, we can knock this down in like a couple of days. Y'all help us out.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's share this thing, get them 2,000 hours so we can really start traveling with this thing, get this thing cracking. Coach Gross, you are amazing. We love to have you on the show. We got to get you back. Are you going to come back in about a year or two?
Absolutely.
All right. We can't wait to have you back. You tell the little one, we said thank you for letting us borrow mama for a few minutes. Juan Dixon, hey, I'm holler at you, Juan. We got to get you on this show too, man.
No doubt.
Hey,
for sure.
Hey, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another because together we are better. And all my little DMV hoopers, y'all keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet!
Make sure you hide your aunties.
Because we coming.
See what's crazy is I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest hot in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit, talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this. Yeah.